Margaret always believed the style had no age, but lately, every time she looked in the mirror, something felt off. The vibrant woman she saw in her heart wasn't reflected in her wardrobe. Was it the colors? The fit? The little details she had never noticed before? One afternoon, while sorting through old clothes, a realization struck her. Some pieces were unintentionally adding years to her look. That's when she decided to make a change. And today, she's sharing what she learned with you. One, Margaret always loved her oversized sweaters. They felt cozy, easy to throw on, and familiar. But one day, while trying on an old cardigan, her friend Sophie gave her a look. "You know," she said gently, "this doesn't show off your shape. It's drowning you." Margaret laughed it off, but later, standing in front of the mirror, she saw what Sophie meant. The loose fabric, the shapeless cut. It wasn't just comfortable, it was hiding her. She realized that for years, she had been choosing clothes to cover herself rather than celebrate who she was. She started small, replacing oversized pieces with structured but comfortable alternatives. A well-fitted knit, a blazer that skimmed her curves. Suddenly, she felt put together without sacrificing ease. The change wasn't just about fabric, it was about rediscovering confidence. The key was balance. Clothes shouldn't cling too tightly, but they also shouldn't swallow you whole. Soft, drapey fabrics in the right shape gave her movement while keeping her polished. And she still had her cozy favorites, only now they worked with her instead of against her. If you're feeling like your wardrobe is wearing you instead of the other way around, start with one piece. Try a structured cardigan instead of a baggy sweater. A flowy blouse with a defined waist instead of a boxy shirt. Small shifts make a world of difference. Margaret thought it would feel like stepping outside her comfort zone, but instead, it felt like stepping back into herself. For years, Margaret had a signature look: soft floral prints, delicate pastels, and tiny polka dots. They reminded her of warm summer days, family gatherings, and her favorite old dresses. But as she aged, something changed. One afternoon, she caught her reflection in a store window and barely recognized herself. The once lively prints suddenly looked outdated. It wasn't that they were bad, they just weren't working for her anymore. She wanted to look modern and fresh, not like she was wearing a time capsule. That night, she laid out her wardrobe and took a hard look. The tiny florals, the faded pastels. They weren't reflecting her anymore. They weren't helping her shine. It was time for an update. Instead of tossing everything, she experimented. She kept some florals but switched to bold, defined patterns, larger prints that felt intentional, not overpowering. Instead of soft pinks and pale blues that washed her out, she tried richer colors like deep teal and warm berry tones. And the difference? Immediate. The right prints and colors lifted her entire look, making her feel vibrant instead of blending into the background. If you're holding on to prints that make you feel stuck, try this. Hold them up to your face. If they brighten you, keep them. If they dull your features, swap them for something with stronger contrast and clarity. A simple shift in pattern or shade can bring you back to life. Margaret didn't change her love for florals. She just found a version that loved her back. It was supposed to be a quick lunch with friends, but halfway through the meal, Margaret felt uncomfortable. Not because of the conversation, but because her bra strap kept slipping and her shapewear was digging into her ribs. She sighed, shifting in her chair. It wasn't the first time. Somewhere along the way, she had stopped paying attention to what was under her clothes. The same bras, the same tired shapewear, things she had bought years ago and never thought to replace. After that lunch, she made an appointment at a lingerie store. The fitter took one look and shook her head. "You need something that works with you, not against you," she said. Margaret walked out with a proper fitting bra and seamless undergarments, and the difference was immediate. Her clothes fit better. She stood straighter. She wasn't adjusting straps or pulling at her waistband. Undergarments might be the last thing we think about, but they shape everything we wear. A well-fitted bra lifts not just your posture, but your confidence. A good slip or smoothing camisole eliminates awkward lines, making any outfit look polished. If you haven't updated yours in years, it's time. Get a fitting, find pieces that work for your body today, and feel the change. Margaret had spent years thinking. Comfort meant wearing what she always had. But real comfort? It was finding things that made her feel supported, effortless, and truly herself. 4. Margaret never thought much about shoes until her granddaughter pointed out, "Grandma, why do you always wear those?" She looked down at her trusty beige flats, worn from years of use. They were comfortable, yes, but suddenly she saw what her granddaughter did. They made her entire outfit look outdated. She had always chosen comfort over style, believing that supportive shoes couldn't be fashionable. But as she browsed for new pairs, she was surprised. Sleek loafers with cushioned soles, ankle boots with low, sturdy heels, shoes that were comfortable yet modern. She swapped out her clunky flats for supportive sneakers that looked polished, and a stylish pair of ankle boots with good arch support. The impact was immediate. Her outfits felt elevated, and she still had the comfort she needed. Shoes set the tone for an outfit. If they look dated, they can age your entire look. Choose modern yet practical styles: sleek loafers, structured sneakers, or classic ballet flats. The key is finding supportive shoes that also complement your wardrobe. Margaret didn't give up comfort. She just found a version of it that made her feel confident and put together. 5. For years, Margaret swore by black. It was slimming, easy to match, and felt sophisticated. But one morning, while trying on a black blouse, she noticed something strange. Instead of making her look sharp, it made her look tired. Her skin had changed over time, and suddenly, her go-to color wasn't working anymore. Black was drawing out shadows, making her look washed out instead of vibrant. She experimented, adding softer tones near her face, a deep navy instead of black, a soft burgundy instead of charcoal. And when she still wore black, she balanced it with a colorful scarf or a statement necklace to brighten her look. Many women hold on to black, believing it's the most flattering choice. But over time, it can emphasize fine lines and dullness. Instead of abandoning it completely, try pairing it with richer colors, soft neutrals, or accessories that add warmth to your complexion. Margaret didn't stop wearing black. She just learned how to wear it in a way that made her shine. 6. Margaret had always loved big handbags. She carried everything: lipstick, tissues, an extra pair of glasses, even a notebook. But as she glanced in the mirror one day, she noticed something. Her oversized bag was dragging her entire look down. A large, bulky purse can overwhelm your frame, making an outfit look heavier and less polished. It's easy to hold on to old bags, especially when they're practical, but a modern update can instantly refresh your style. She switched to a structured crossbody bag, light enough to carry comfortably, but sleek enough to complement her outfits. Suddenly, she felt lighter, more put together, and stylish without sacrificing practicality. Bags matter more than we realize. If your purse is worn, oversized, or outdated, it might be working against your style. Try a medium-sized crossbody, a chic tote, or a structured shoulder bag. Something sleek yet functional. Margaret didn't need to carry everything, just the essentials. And that small shift made her feel effortlessly elegant again. 7. Margaret had always loved soft, muted tones: beige, gray, and light pastels. They felt classic, sophisticated, and easy to match. But over time, she noticed something strange. Instead of making her look elegant, these colors were making her fade into the background. One afternoon, while out shopping with Sophie, she picked up a cream-colored blouse. Sophie hesitated. "It's nice, but does it brighten you?" Margaret studied herself in the mirror. The color wasn't unflattering, but it wasn't doing her any favors either. At Sophie's suggestion, she tried a rich teal top instead. The difference was striking. Suddenly, her eyes looked brighter, her complexion warmer. She looked alive. That day, she realized that color wasn't just about fashion. It was about energy. Many senior women default to neutrals, believing they're timeless. And while they can be elegant, wearing too many washed-out tones can drain vibrancy. Instead, incorporate rich jewel tones, deep blues, emerald greens, and warm corals. If you love neutrals, pair them with scarves, earrings, or blouses in colors that make your skin glow. Margaret didn't abandon neutrals completely. She just learned how to pair them with colors that celebrated her natural beauty. 8. Margaret had a closet full of clothes from different stages of her life. Dresses from when she was a young mother, pantsuits from her working days, casual pieces from a decade ago. Each piece had memories attached, making it difficult to let go. But one day, while looking for something to wear, she realized she was reaching for the same few outfits, over and over. So why was she keeping everything else? Decluttering wasn't about getting rid of everything. It was about keeping only what made her feel her best. The maybe pile stayed for a while, but the third pile, she donated it to a women's shelter, knowing it would help someone else feel beautiful. It wasn't just about freeing up space. It was about letting go of the past and embracing the present. When your wardrobe reflects who you are today, getting dressed feels exciting instead of frustrating. Margaret didn't lose anything by decluttering. She gained a wardrobe that made her feel confident, stylish, and free. Margaret never set out to reinvent herself. She just wanted to feel like herself again. And now, every time she gets dressed, she sees confidence, joy, and the vibrant woman she's always been. If you've been feeling stuck in your wardrobe, take that first step. Swap one outdated piece, try a fresh color, or find something that truly makes you shine. Because style isn't about age, it's about celebrating who you are today.